This video is for you if you own a business or plan to own a business in the future. Usually when people design their business plan, it is with an optimistic mindset that things will work well. However, 99% of the time, things don't always go as planned. There are two factors that can affect your business. One, you have control over. The other one, sadly, you do not have control over. Internal factors, external factors. The external factors are things like foreign exchange volatility, inflation, interest rate, infrastructural deficiencies, government policies, the factors that can determine the success or otherwise of the business. One of the ways that you shield yourself is by having a contingency plan. Contingency planning is what you will call in layman's language having a plan B or a plan C, plan D. What am I going to do if things don't go the way that I want them to go? Within the contingency planning framework, there are several plans, but I will focus on 4 in this video. The first one is business continuity plan. And this plan talks about the approach or what you would do when situations beyond your control happen within the business. Example, if in your area riot breaks out and they burn down your shop, what would you do? How would that business continue without not mark the end of the business? So within your business continuity plan, there must be risk management, there must be insurance and all of those things. Second one is disaster recovery plan, that is DRP, and this talks more about IT and data breaches. So if there is a data breach, someone remotely hacks into your programs or your software, how would you handle that sort of thing? The third is financial contingency plan, and it talks about having about 3 to 6 months worth of expenses stored up in an account that you can call on in case of unforeseen circumstances. Example, you plan to start up a frozen food business. Plan, you would develop a very massive cold room, right? And then you buy a generator as backup power. Everything looks very good on paper, but the first month that you started that business, the transformer in your area blows up, and for the next 6 months, generator that was meant to be your backup power is now the main source of power. You are now burning money on diesel that was not captured in your plan. This is why you need to have a financial contingency plan. That is what you are going to use to meet up shortfalls. Another example, you run a retail store, you import things and you sell. Did pre-order, so customers paid, and when they paid, what you used was 1,200 naira per dollar. That was what the dollar was exchanging for. But by the time you were done, you are ready to make the order, dollar has gone up to 1,400 naira. What would you do in that instance? If you go back to your customers that, oh, dollar has increased and all of that, so they need to come and make up the difference, you are gradually losing trust with them. This is the importance of financial contingency plan. Last one is crisis management plan, CMP. So in case of crisis, how would you respond? I hope this video makes sense to you. I will see you in the next one.